Welcome back to the channel. You probably know by now that Kling 3.0, their Omni model version, allows you to use reference images in a way that assures much more consistency, whether you are using characters or objects or backgrounds. But let's talk about backgrounds for a second. If you use a single image of a room as a background, well, that's great until the model doesn't know what the rest of the room looks like and your characters move around the room. For example, if I have this shot of this room and I use the editing tools in OpenArt to place my character sitting on the couch, but this is the only starting image I have, if I give it the prompt, the man stands up and walks around the room, showing off various aspects of it until we get a full 360-degree view of the room, well, this is what we're going to get.
All right, let's take a look around. Here's our elephant wall hanging, and over here is the fireplace, and that's the full 360.
And none of this exists. None of this area over here was included in the first part of the video, and when the camera panned over, of course, now we had curtains and blinds and things that didn't exist. If the camera kept turning to the right, this is what it would see, and if it kept turning to the right, this is what it would see, and if it kept turning to the right, this is what it would see. So here it is in video form. We're showing you all the various elements of the room, like the mirror, the table, we've got this bookshelf in the corner, the guitar, a closed door, an open door into a studio with a green screen, a couch with this elephant wall hanging, and this table here, and then this bed. So these are the things that you can look out for if you're doing a test with a character moving around the room, are things where they belong in relation to one another. And we just showed with this test that, of course, if it only has one image, it has no idea what's over here. But if we use the character creator inside of OpenArt to create an element for Kling 3.0 that has the information about the other angles of the room, which is what we've done here, we have not only that starting image, but all the other ones, and each picture has elements of the adjacent ones so that the model should, in theory, know how the room is set up. Let's see how that worked. We chose the Kling 3 Omni model. We brought in the element of loft, which includes all 4 images in it, and of course Bounty Hunter, which also included 4 images of him, so he stays very consistent from any angle as well. The prompt is the close-up of the Bounty Hunter moving all around the room in the loft, looking for a cat, calling, "Ellie, come on, where are you hiding? I don't have time for this." As he walks around, the camera tracks him, and we get several camera shots during this activity to keep it interesting. The hope being that that prompt would tell the camera to move all around the room at some point during here so we can see if everything lined up. Here's the first frame of the first video it gave us. Now, all of this stuff with the mirror and the face in the mirror, all the way through the guitar, the closed door, and the cat tree is fine, but in reality, you'll remember that next to the cat tree is this door, so it's already kind of hallucinating something there, even though it's using those 4 images that should tell it how things are lined up. But let's watch the whole thing.
Ellie? Ellie? Come on, where are you hiding? I don't have time for this.
As an aside, I have found with the Kling 3 model that the lip sync tends to drift near the end of the videos if they go the full 15 seconds, but they're pretty tight at the beginning. In this example, everything but this whole window thing was accurate, but it was because they didn't really go all the way around the room. They stayed pretty safe and just showed elements that would be in really just 1 or 2 of those images. So it kind of worked, but it kind of didn't. Here's another example. Everything is the same. We do get this nice wide shot of the room, which has the cat tree in the right place all the way over to the TV in the right place and this bed in the right place. This artwork is a version of what's hanging there, but spatially it's all laid out correctly. Let's see what happens.
Ellie? Come on, where are you hiding? I don't have time for this.
So once again, we got that lip sync drip, but again, it kind of played it safe. We've got this big angle, but we don't ever see really much more of this. And then once again, by the cat tree, that door just isn't there. Now, in this case, the experiment absolutely did not work, but the results were so interesting because it is using all the imagery that makes up that element, but it stretches the room into one long hallway.
Ellie, come on, where are you hiding? I don't have time for this.
So you can see it's put the table back in this room of its own, and we've got the cat tree over here, we've got the banister with the red ribbon, but totally not what we were going for. So what can we do? Well, here was my answer. I invite you to try it out for yourself. As much as I love the concept of the experiment we were conducting, in reality it just wasn't working out the way I wanted it to. So instead of using the loft model, I used the images that went into the loft model and then direct the character directly to that part of the room via the @ symbol. So close-up of Bounty Hunter is sitting on the couch in image 1, which is this one here. He stands up and moves over to the television in image 2, that is this one here, and turns it on to a show about birds. Then walks over to image 3, which is this one here, and pulls out a chair, then quickly walks through the door into the room with the green screen in image 4, which means he has to walk all the way from the table from over here all the way into this room if it follows the instructions, and everything should appear as it's supposed to. So how did it do? So let's just look at the first frame real quick. He's supposed to be in image 1, sitting on the couch in image 1. This is image 1. So while I was thinking this couch, it looked at this as a couch and put him over here more in the corner. However, it did hear the word couch and then put that couch in the picture. Now let's watch what the video does. Okay, so except for those first couple of seconds, it was basically perfect. This couch didn't really belong here. He walks over here, and there is no TV in real life here, but you'll notice when we come around, it does fix itself, and the couch and the elephant picture is here where it's supposed to be. He does go over here to the TV. This is a show about birds, but it looks like he actually turns it off. But from here on, he's walking around the room, and everything is exactly where it's supposed to be. The quest is here, that couch is here, even there's a certificate on the floor. We've got the bookshelf in the corner, the guitar where it belongs, and he walks in, and as you can see, everything is exactly where it's supposed to be. So I'm hoping that one day the model will evolve or another technique will come about so that we can do it with one reference element. But if you need this level of precision every time, try this technique and see what you think. I'd love to hear how it works for you in the comments. If this is the type of stuff you like to learn about, well, why not subscribe to this channel if you haven't already? Because you know what? We like to teach about it.
If you subscribe now, I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you do not, I will look for you. I will find you. And I